Oh, hey folks, how y'all doing today? Alright, I want to talk to y'all about this differential right quick. This thing is about ready to be put back together here. I don't know if y'all seen this coming apart, but this was all just pretty daggum rough. Been cleaning it up, got a new bearing on here. This thing was just full of mud. Completely caked up in there. None of it would spin. It was bad. All the gears and everything. Mud caked up in all that. And down here, it was bad. It's just real bad. So I had to take wire wheel and a brush and all that good stuff and clean it up. Got it cleaned up pretty good. This in here it was bad. It looked like it was growing it. This is all cleaned up a lot better. The amount of stuff that was in there just sitting. I don't know how long it was sitting with all that in there, but it's just ate up, pitted bad. All of it. This ring wasn't too bad, but luckily this wasn't too bad in here. Like I said, none of that would spin before. But I got this new bearing on for it. I got the bearings in there. Got it all cleaned out. This is waiting on a seal for that. Like I said, my other parts from Kawasaki are not here yet, so I'm still waiting on those. I don't know what's going on with those. Waiting on those parts to come in. Got the other new bearing right here. This ring for this clutch disc was bad. Really, really bad. Got that fixed up. This clutch pack, holy crap, dude. This thing, there was mud in every one of those. It was so caked on, gunked up. It was bad. There wasn't much left on those little internal rings in there, but it was bad. It's still nasty, even after wire brushing and cleaning it all with brake clean. Just this oil that I'm used to put it back together with, it's still just turned the oil dirty brown. And that center ring right there where the oil is sitting, that was just brown like mud. Got it all cleaned up. This is cleaned up in there. That ring right there, I didn't think I was gonna be able to use it. It was so bad. But a Scotch wheel cleaned it up pretty daggum good now. But that was bad in there. I got it all cleaned out. This turned out pretty good, but that pack may not even be any good no more. But I figured I would try it, clean it up real good, put it back together before I spent $300 on that. This, like I said, this ring was pretty rough. But you can see like where the bearing indentions was on there. It was just bad. Bad, dude. Somebody. Can't believe people do that stuff. But anyway, all that's got all cleaned up, put together. This is in way, way better shape than it was. This thing shouldn't be howling and growling. Shouldn't be. This dude, however, still bad. There's a lot. You can see how much that's just going back and forth. I'm hoping this ain't messed up inside. Too bad. Let that see the bearings when I get it torn out. So, good news is I got my socket so we can tear that bad boy out. This thing is hefty now. I'm probably gonna butcher this name. Galena, something like that. Anyway, that was $30 for that socket. And I've got this kit here. I mean, there's no part number for this. I'll have to link it, both of these, in the description for this socket and that rebuild kit over there. I'll have to link that down there. Like I said before in another video, I didn't know that you could get this kit with the socket, so I'll try to link all three of them in there. That way, if you need just a socket, or if you need just a kit, or if you want to buy the kit with the socket and save you some money, because it wasn't much more money than that kit with the socket. Now, I didn't get to show you guys the old bearings, but this is the old bearings and rings. The ring's not too bad there. There's no bearings in this. They're supposed to be. Here's one of the seals that come out of there. This bearing could be cleaned up and reused, but I highly doubt it. It sounds terrible. I wouldn't. This one would probably be all right. Clean it off and stick it back in there after I find the rest of the bearings. This one here, this one is dry. I think the mud and stuff is the only thing that's holding these bearings in it. Here's the other part of that bearing that I just showed you with no bearings in it, the rings. Here is the seal with some bearings stuck in it, full of the mud and everything else. Let's see if there it is. I mean, look at how thick that is. It's ridiculous. And here's another seal. Just ridiculous. How people treat their stuff. I don't know what the deal was and why they treat it that way. Does not seem like a good idea to run it, but whatever. A buddy of mine keeps telling me it's Kawasaki. It'll go. Just roll with it. I don't know. There's the rest of those bearings. Another one. But yeah, let's try to open this up and see how much falls out of it. Try out the socket. If you're wondering what all that background noise is, the booming, it's lunch. They're blowing up bombs. Line that dude up in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. That socket's got to fit right in that groove. Spray some more WD in there. Maybe that'll get it to bust out. That's that red Loctite for you. You can see it on there. Pretty nasty in there. All right. All right, let's see if we got any bearings. Anybody home? I don't know if you can see that or not. I think there's one in there. Surprise. Was that easier to see without the light? Maybe a little bit. One bearing in there, looks like. So where did the rest go? But you can see how nasty. Somebody just like, man, that is ridiculous. A little bit of a groove round in there. Hopefully, I don't have to have a pinion. But this thing is falling apart. Right here, you can just see what the gap on that. Just bad. Terrible. Terrible. Now, we have to find a socket. Hopefully we can get this thing off here. Probably have to soak it for a good while. Some WD, put some heat on it. I don't know. We'll see. But it's got definite grooves on there. Just no bearings in that end. Hopefully this casing in here ain't too messed up. You can see this, the C-clip still in there. Maybe it'll pull out pretty easy. I don't know. But there's that. I won't show anymore or talk about trying to tear this down anymore. I'll just get it done. It's probably gonna be a real major pain to get that, but I just wanted to show getting it out of there, let y'all see what it was like for the rest of it. Just the amount of stuff just in there. Like I said, there was no liquid anything in this thing when I first got it and tried to service it. It was just that whole plug was full of mud. It was just pull the plug off and then mud, nothing. But anyway, there's that. I'll get it back. I'll bring it back to video when I start putting this whole thing together. I'll slide it all together and everything. Hopefully we can get it done soon. But like I said, I'm still waiting on some seals, new nuts for this, and let's see what else. Basically seals. Seal for this guy right here, because that one did not come in that kit. That's the only one that's missing out of that kit, was that one. So other than that, I hope y'all found this some kind of helpful or entertaining at least. So let me know what you think in the comments, whatever. If you like it, like it. If you don't, you don't. That's cool. Anyway, we'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a good one.